Alright, we are back and we are going to be trying the Raynor Has Gone Roguelike, the Wings of Liberty mod, made by Redfrog again. I did a couple of playthroughs while I was filming some of the other games that I played because I wanted to make sure I understood a little bit more, unlike when we jumped into Kerrigan Has Gone Roguelike. So I have unlocked a couple of extra classes. I think that'll be fun. I have an idea of what I want to do also, which I think will be nice. Yeah, let's just jump right on into Liberation Day. So this does mean that I'm going to be dispersing some of the Dishonored videos up a little bit with some of this. Dishonored's got a lot of reading and other stuff that's, just going to make it a little bit more of a slog. Feels like it's going to be a longer game, so felt like getting some other things recorded to keep all that. Alright, let's reset. Keep everything a little bit fresh, make sure that I'm not going to miss out on days of uploading. Alright, and I'm kind of thinking that it sounds fun to add in some of the other races and not have to worry too much on our gameplay. So thinking about Bard, it's got a middle of the road difficulty. I believe it goes up to 5 is the highest, for Wizard, and Bard is a 3. There's things that are 1s, 2s. But yeah, I'm thinking either Druid or Bard. Bard is saying a little bit more difficult. Druid, a little more easy, but we can summon Zerg to fight for us, or we can summon Protoss to fight for us. And I think we're gonna go the Druid route. We'll go on to Chaos for those who are looking for a challenge. And let's just jump right on in. Of course, gonna take some extra challenges. We'll get that Omegalisk chasing us. We got a couple of roaches right away to help us out. Let's get them in front. Just do a little bit of the early tanking, not have to put Raynor into the red right away. We are playing on Brutal because what's the point of playing if you're not on Brutal? Well, you might enjoy yourself a little bit more not playing on Brutal if you haven't played this game 100 times like I have. So play on not Brutal if you want. Enjoy playing. That's the most important thing. At nights the roaches do burrow themselves to get some of their health back. Alright, and they're going to get back into the fight before we wind up having the Omegalisk catch us. Alright, so we can gain 300 minerals. That'd be nice. I think it's probably around what the hatchery is going to cost. Or we can immediately get some upgrades for our Zergy here. So let's just go ahead because we're going to get, I think, corrosive or hydraulic bile, I think is what we get for our roaches right away. Still need to make sure we don't lose too many of our boys. Some extra attack waves, why not? The Zerg are going to fight them anyway. Well, we're just going to set up defensively at home, I think. Alright, hopefully those guys get back up before... Oh, he just killed the civilian. That's not cool. Oh no, where are you guys going? That's not the right way to go. Alright, well, they'll slow down the Omegalisk even more. Make it nice and easy for us to just keep pushing the point. Okay. Should get another talent in just a moment here. Want to get Raynor in front for when we do start pushing. Alright, yeah, we'll go with the advanced construction. I think we'll just get this band out pretty early. Multi-classing, that could be nice, but let's just figure out a little bit more of the druid before we start adding more and more to the game. Okay, let's rush. Get underneath these Vikings, cut them out of the sky before they even land. And we're on to our next mission. Alright. Ooh, be nice to get infestors, but this advanced options earlier than later is better. It really wants us to multi-class. Sorry, we're not going to be multi-classing right now. I guess since our plan is to stay home, we could take this worker harassment. Hopefully, I remember every mission to be setting up some missile turrets. Or do we want to just give some armor? Don't think blackout's fun from a viewer standpoint, so we're not going to do that. Let's just ban that and see. Maybe we'll get something else. Yeah, we don't want to deal with the Dark Templar. I'd rather deal with the worker harassment than making sure I have detection and defense set up for our hatcheries. Alright, so we'll take the extra plating. We're going to go right on into the next mission here. Hopefully we're going to be able to start building some of our Zergies. Get them helping out, doing some attacks, see how much they can actually just carry the mission. So we'll get an economy going, build that hatchery. Okay, prod it with the stick. Yep, we're going to take the challenge. Alright, get these guys back. Just to get that to stop blinking. Alright, we can queue this up. Not going to be making anything else for a little while. We'll just get those guys going. Eventually our Zergy boys will be coming in here. Storming already. Hopefully that's doing some damage to the enemy, although probably is allied with them and not softening them up too much before we get there. Wait for that first attack wave to hit before we try and go grab any extra resources. Alright. Should be a nice little spread for our guys. Alright, and you know what, we got advanced construction, so let's get this built even quicker. Okay, so we can get Zerglings, roaches, and queens going. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start seeing what these guys do on their own here. Alright, first wave. Alright, are they going to go and help grab some of those minerals for us? Alright, they're going to at least clear that out, so we can just wander in and grab these. Head on back home. Actually, probably have enough to... Let's see, does this increase their production? Guess you guys can come get this so that we get the bonus objective. And we'll see if this now increases our production of Zerg boys popping out. Okay, it does. We didn't seem to have enough of a mineral and gas bank to be able to do much there, but we can fix that. Okay, don't think we're gonna need starting supply because it doesn't look like the Zerg are taking any of our starting supply. Gas is nice, but I think we probably want to get that, but the gas early probably... We won't take this too many times, but let's take it at least once. Let's see if they need us to be able to push this. They are eating a whole bunch of storms, but they already did take down the bunker of death. Are there more minerals over here? I forget if there's other pickups. Okay. Don't really care about upgrading our marines or our medics. Infestors would be nice. They're huge help, but all units summoned from Cerberus hatcheries cost 15% less, and this stacks it multiplies. So we're gonna take that. I feel like normally want to skip Mirror's Bargain, but I don't see us ever really getting to a point where we're going to have too many minerals, actually. So, okay, alright, nothing there. Okay. We can get the last couple SCVs we need. Alright, these storms are the thing slowing down our army more than anything else. That tank's not going to be very nice for us to get to either. I feel like we're going to get stuck up on these, doing these buildings. And yeah, okay, that medic just went through the storm, didn't take any damage, so feeling like the storm is not affecting our enemies. Can we get vision and use our side drone? Alright, there we go. Get at least closer on what we're telling them to go attack. Hopefully that'll get our guys. There we go. Alright, got a Zergling in on that tank. Once that tank's down, they can't build anymore. They don't know how to build a tech lab on their factory. Man, Arcturus is dumb. And that's a pretty easy cleanup for our Zerg boys. Alright. So, don't care about stim packs. The repair could be good. Don't care about the supply depots. Malignant infusion, though. Our Zerg get plus 0.06 movement speed bonus and regenerate 1 health per second. That is going to definitely help out. Don't want to deal with this. Hate this. Gonna ban the armor shredder. Don't want to keep adding too much armor right now. Zerg are not toys. I think we're gonna go with pull the boys because we're not really, I feel like, gonna be using our army too much, so that's just gonna get us a curse skip. Alright, we'll just continue right on in. I think we'll get 0 hour done and then call it for this video here. The cinematics are brilliant. I think it's one of the things Blizzard did best in comparison from StarCraft and Brood War to StarCraft 2, but we're gonna cut out on these just to save some time. Sticky claws. The Zerg have stolen the artifact. The mission will not end as long as it is in Zerg hands. Okay. Ooh, I almost forgot about the F2. I want to just pull these guys up to the high ground. We're gonna salvage down here to be able to afford some things a little bit earlier. Let's block this off. Okay, yeah, that is a hard wall there. Make sure we're getting this economy rolling. We're gonna bank up some of these Zerg boys inside our base and unleash them in waves. But our most important thing that we got to do right now is, you know what? They probably benefit from our upgrade, so let's just get these queued up so I don't have to think about them later. Make sure we have an economy rolling here. Repair that. We don't want to lose things early. Alright, and let's at least start banking some Zerglings here. Actually, let's get our guys out. Hopefully this is enough for us to do what we need to do. Alright, that'll probably be enough where we can squeeze in the last few SCVs. Oh, that Hydralisk just really decided to make sure we were focused there, huh? Alright, let's let our guys out. And get all of you back home. And then we're going to land this and block up again so that we can be banking our guys inside our base for when we want to do the next attack wave. Oh, got to get our Marines back inside. Alright, let's just get you sitting over here for some repairs. Let's see, do they do indeed get our upgrades. I'm going to tell you all to attack over there, and let's let this next wave out. Oh, does that get them all sorts of confused? Oh, We're gonna need to send our guys out for this. Okay, the cooldown on being able to tell them to go other places is what's gonna probably hold us back the most at the moment. Can't get too gung-ho. Okay, alright. That attack wave's dealt with. I got a sort of clear path. Grab these reinforcements. Alright, they've broken through. Okay, let's maybe send one Marine up this way. Make sure that the objective starts moving back towards our base here. Easy way to juggle the guy from the outside there. And I think we're going to build ourselves another hatchery here. Let's get a couple missile turrets queued up. Get you guys back to mining as soon as we can. They should probably be enough. Looks like this is going to clear out that top base. Getting some of those upgrades early. Getting these guys so they can do extra verse light. Don't know what it gave the queens, but the zerglings move faster. Faster zerglings are better than slower zerglings. It's just science. I didn't make the rules. Alright, Hellstorm, this would be good if we do wind up going with that worker harassment, but let's just do some extra bonus. And we skipped it Curse because of our plague choice. Oh, you know, I think we pulled one too many guys back. I don't see... repairing SCV is here. Ooh, okay. We may have made a small mistake blocking that truck here. Are you the... Yeah, you're what's stopping them right now. Overlord barely escaped with its life. Alright, let's get a Marine over here, get our last group of rebels, complete this bonus objective. And we probably are going to get a map clear victory before this timer hits. So that's nice. Secret password, always great. Talent shop offering more for us. We don't want to over pull out of this side, but it's probably enough in that drone leading. Oh, nope. That spine crawler is going to stop our slow push that we have going on. Be nice if we could just tell certain chunks of this group to go places. Let's see. Get over here, destroy this, and then you guys go destroy that last one. And we might be able to sneak these guys back home. While we're just letting our allies clear out the rest of the map. You guys caught up on a couple of overlords over there. Alright, these queens are going to do some good work on these ones. Might go without saying, but having an unending supply of Zerg to go fight your enemies while you just chill makes things pretty easy. Alright, I don't care to get either Contingency 3, which is nice if we're going to be playing a style that has us stuck in missions for a long time, but this long mission we finished with 5 minutes to spare basically. Take Marsara with you. Alright, but I think just making sure we're able to have more gas is the way to go. So we're going to do that. And yeah, I don't care if Broodlords, Battlecruisers, Leviathans, Carriers, and Tempest gain 2 range, so let's do that. Alright, we kind of just blitz through these early missions. Let's see what we're going to get talent-wise here. And then we will be calling it a day. Gonna try and keep some of these videos a little bit shorter. Probably makes it a little easier to watch when you don't have so much to be watching. Alright, let's get some more gun. I think that'll be what we get right now. So yeah, this is the start of the Raynor has gone roguelike Wings of Liberty mod created by Redfrog. Redfrog did absolutely amazing with Kerrigan has gone roguelike, and I've had a lot of fun with this version as well. Hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow.